Hello and welcome to Dinner and a Show. I'm Brian.
Tanner.
And we have a guest with us today.
Jacob.
Say hello to the camera.
Oh, hi.
That's awesome. And so, we just watched the new Ghostbusters movie. And it's pretty much a lose situation for us. Because we're either going to be called misogynists for hating the movie, or everyone's going to think that Sony paid us off to like it. So
You can get deals with Sony?
I wish we could get deals with Sony.
I was about to say, since some of that,
We are like very small.
since some of that,
Very small business. I would send some money to you if we were actually getting paid
some
by
of that
Sony.
brand deals.
My opinion on the movie was that it exists. Didn't need to, but it exists, and it's okay. There were some good parts in it. You know, I actually laughed a few times. But overall, it didn't need to be made, but it was. Chris Hemsworth was the funniest part in the movie. He was the one that surprised me. Like, usually in the older movies, the receptionist hardly had anything to do except answer phone calls. This guy is a total dumb idiot that has no idea what to do. Yeah, basically a blonde bimbo for guys. And
Every time he turns up on screen, I'm just like, wait, what? What? What?
It's like, yeah,
What? Thor's in this movie?
He actually thinks this. No,
it's like, this guy is probably the most impossible character I've seen, probably since Michael Scott in The Office.
oh yeah, he was incredibly funny, just because he was so stupid. Like Kate McKinnon's character, she was awesome.
That was the blonde, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She was awesome.
Yeah, she had a ton of fun in that movie. I could definitely tell that.
Yeah, I mean, she reminded me of a mix between Greta Gerwig, the mumblecore queen, and Edward from Cowboy Bebop. Just that right amount of crazy.
Eddie from Cowboy Bebop. Leslie Jones was also a very nice character, very funny, and I think those were the two characters that I was the most skeptical about going into this movie, because I thought that they were just going to be way too cheesy, way too just over the top, and just not trying to be funny, but they weren't funny, and they actually were pretty funny.
That's because the trailers, the marketing, they just made it seem like that was all it was going to be.
Sony needs to fire those marketers because
they highlighted the. I don't want to say wrong parts because some of them were funny, but just not
they cut the jokes off.
Some of it was out of context, it seemed.
Yeah, a lot of it was out of context. There was a scene in the concert where I think Leslie Jones' character, her name's Patty, she's supposed to jump into the crowd to try and catch the ghost. But what they don't show you in the trailer is that Melissa McCarthy did that too. And then Patty tries it, and of course they don't catch her. And then she says that line, and I'm like, oh, okay, now it's funny.
I'm going to say this again. I said this in one of the previous videos for Dinner and a Show. A trailer is not a movie.
It definitely is not. Because there were some pretty bad trailers for some really good movies. Castaway. Definitely a horrible trailer.
I gave away the entire movie.
Yeah,
the teaser was really good.
I'm going to get my drink because it's way over here.
Okay. The teaser for Castaway was really good. But the full trailer gave away the whole thing. I think the trailer for this new film that's coming out called, what's it called? It's the online Truth or Dare game.
Oh, Nerve.
Nerve.
Yeah, that was.
Why did I get the feeling we saw the whole movie?
That was a preview trailer before we were watching Ghostbusters, and it was. I mean, the premise looked good, but they pretty much gave the whole thing away, and I was like, I don't want to really.
We're assuming.
One of those movies are those are more suspense, so you watch it for the adrenaline rush, not so much for the story.
Yeah, but I still want a good story with suspense.
I understand, and I feel you on that, but I feel like different movies are made for different reasons.
I did not like Melissa McCarthy's character and Erin, the main character.
Kristen Wiig.
I did not like their characters a whole lot.
Like I said, Kristen Wiig is probably her most.
She was the weakest one.
I think the easiest comparison I can make to Kristen Wiig's performance is probably her most awkward work on Saturday Night Live. Even though I love her on Saturday Night Live most of the time, she can be pretty awkward other times on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And this kind of reminded me of those.
Yeah, it was
performances.
it was just very weird.
I hate to say that because I love Kristen Wiig. I love her in Bridesmaids. I love her in the Looney Tunes show. I love her in Paul. There's a lot of things I like her. Adventureland. She's a very funny lady.
Yeah,
She's just not that funny here.
It's a talented cast. It was, I think she was just miscast, and sadly.
She wasn't given much material to work with either.
Yeah.
I think she should have wrote the script. I mean, she wrote the script for Bridesmaids, her and Annie Maholo.
Oh.
They should have wrote this
That
script.
would have been perfect.
I'm going to disagree with you about Melissa McCarthy. I actually thought that she was pretty funny.
You did? Okay.
I
It's like, I don't know
I didn't
what it
find
is
her-
about her. It's like, I don't find her incredibly
I
funny.
tolerated more here than I did in The Heat or Tammy. I'll just say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what it is about her. Like, I didn't like her in The Heat, for one. I probably just need to see her at her best.
Which is
Watch 8
Bridesmaids.
seasons of Gilmore Girls. My mom has every season. I've seen them all. It's sad. But I did
Right.
like her because if you see her start as that character, you can see a lot where her humor comes from. Because Gilmore Girls is a very like witty show, not like Ghostbusters, like raunchy kind of wit,
Oh,
but
yeah?
very like clever and quick wit. And it's cute and funny. It's not like serious, like gut busting laughing,
Oh, yeah.
but it'll be like that was actually pretty funny, kind of. I don't know. I feel like that style of humor was more fit for her, and I don't think this movie had a lot of that.
Here's the thing I hated the most about it. The villain was stupid.
Yeah, I
Like,
already,
I
I
never-
already forgot him.
I never heard of, like, yeah, this villain, we are never introduced to him, like, we don't know him from anywhere. He's not connected to the Ghostbusters in any way.
It doesn't
He just
even have an
kinda-
impression.
He just pops up. He's been bullied, so he wants revenge on the world. Wants some
Actually,
popcorn.
that would have been really nice if they had just given a more charismatic actor.
Yeah. And have him connected to the Ghostbusters in some way instead of being shown up as, or just popping up as, oh, hey, I'm the bad guy. It was very, very,
And now I'm Chris Hemsworth. I'm going to dance.
yeah, that was just weird.
That was during the credits.
He almost made him dance in the movie, though. They had to strike a pose for.
That was fun.
I'm sorry, that's just the only thing I'm going to remember about Chris Hemsworth, him dancing.
I did not like the editing of the movie. Like I think it killed a few jokes. Like held on too long. Pacing was a little weird, especially towards the beginning, trying to establish everybody. I think they're just trying to rush, or it was trying to rush, but it was being slow about it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like introducing. I mean, they introduced Patty pretty quickly, unlike in the first movie where Ernie Hudson, just kind of popped in like an hour in the movie.
Yeah, she was already established.
Yeah, she was established pretty on. So like they got
I
all the
actually-
characters together.
I like the way she was introduced. Like, she was trying to get everyone's attention because she's bored. She's working this lonely job. She's trying to get everyone's attention. She happens to get the attention of the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Who gives her this incredible foreshadowing. The world is coming to an end. It's just like, okay.
Go crazy. When you're making a comedy, you have to have excellent editing to like get the best reaction out of a joke.
Right.
And I don't think.
It's all a matter of timing.
Yeah, it's all about timing, and I think that a lot of the jokes were missed. What I loved about the first Ghostbusters was that they used a lot of sarcasm and dry wit. Here it was a lot of slapstick, kind of a lot of I don't know what like just saying like apocalyptic stuff in a very casual way. It's like, oh yeah, let's. I think the word that you're looking for is apocalypse. And just said it in a very. I don't know if they were trying to be dry, and it just wasn't working for me.
That is one of the big things about certain mainstream comedies nowadays that I just can't get behind. And that is that most of the characters don't talk like real people. They sound like people that are trying to be funny.
Yeah, I mean,
That was my big problem with, I'm sorry to say this, The Heat. I don't like The Heat. I know a lot of people do, but I couldn't stand it.
I didn't like the Heat.
Okay, so I'm
Haven't
not alone
seen
in
it.
that.
Save your money.
That was because Melissa McCarthy, with all of her crazy improvisations and everything, that is not a real person. That is someone desperately trying to be funny, always pausing,
Yeah, it's just
waiting for the laughter.
It was just. I think some of the heat kind of rubbed onto the Ghostbusters in its humor and delivery of that humor.
Oh, we're gonna get negative comments for this. How can you dislike the heat?
I know, right?
I love Bridesmaids. If that makes any difference here, I haven't seen Spy yet.
I haven't seen Spy or Bridesmaids, so I don't know. But I've seen that the reviews have been really good. So, I mean, I know that Paul Feig can make great work.
Yeah, he's obviously a very skilled contractor.
Yeah, I mean, he's done some good stuff. Just, for me, this movie was more of a miss. There were a few cameos that I liked.
They were fun.
I mean, they were fun. It's like, oh, hey, there's Bill Murray as a...
I'm not going to give anything away, but I really like the Ernie Hudson cameo. I thought that was really
It comes back in, it's like, I'm not supposed to. I'm not.
Yeah. I liked, Ernie Hudson was, and Dan Aykroyd were my favorite cameos.
I don't know. I thought that was forced.
I think that's why I liked it, because it was just so forced. So,
The Dan Aykroyd cameo.
he was the taxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It took me a while. It's like I was trying to find everybody. Like, pretty much everybody makes a cameo in some way except for Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And, of course, Harold Ramis, God rest his soul.
Stay Puft Marshmallow made a cameo.
He did make a cameo.
That was probably my favorite cameo.
That was a good one.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
And the visual effects were a little... I mean, some of it worked.
You know
and
what?
Some of it didn't.
I thought it was very... Like, the effects themselves were very good. But some of the, like, artistic choices they took... Sir, like, there's 6 shots in the movie of a ghost flying up the
Oops,
screen.
I just knocked your popcorn over.
But, like, the first couple times...
because it's
I'm
in
like,
3D!
well, yeah, that, and, like...
Sorry about that.
You just wrecked this dude's apartment.
Anyway, carry on. Carry on.
I don't even remember what I was saying. Like...
Visual effects, 3D.
I'm flying at the screen.
Okay, yeah, because like the first time, where it was not the very first time, but I think it was the second one where like the lady's like just kind of hovering over there, and then like her face distorts and she starts vomiting. That actually made me jump.
Oh
Like, there's one at the very end of the movie where a ghost did something similar and just like flew into the camera. I'm like, this is old. But I thought,
I thought the 3D was actually pretty good. I mean, the flying in your face stuff, I haven't really seen that kind of 3D in a long time. And I think they actually did that 3D pretty well. I mean, it was more fun, I would say, that kind of 3D. It's not like, I mean, because in Avatar they use it for depth into the movie, you know, just to get a better
Feel for the world.
better feel for the world. And a lot of animated movies do that too, like How to Train Your
How to Train Your Dragon.
It's a very good example of how 3D should be done.
Mhm.
Whereas this one, they're just having fun. It's like, what the heck, we're gonna throw some vomit at you, or something's gonna fly at you on the screen. You know, it's like,
We're
you
gonna
know,
slime you.
yeah, it was fun.
I think this could have been a sequel. Like these women are picking up they're picking up the Ghostbusters torch and they're carrying through their traditions when something bad happens yet again in New York City. I would easily buy it as a sequel. When I saw the trailer and I saw that spray painted Ghostbusters logo, which actually turns out to be a joke, not relating to the Ghostbusters thing, I thought that was going to be the case. When I heard it was a reboot, and you told me that Bill Murray and all of them were making cameos as other people besides the other Ghostbusters, I was getting a little curious. That's when I realized, this is a reboot. It doesn't need to be a reboot. It's following the same formula, and there's nothing really wrong with following like a similar formula in movies. I mean, like,
I mean, J.J. Abrams did it for Star Trek.
yeah.
I mean, in a way, I mean,
And the
what
Indiana
he
Jones
did.
movies did that,
Yeah.
and A New Hope and Force Awakens did that. The Back to the Future movies did that. See, there's nothing wrong with following a formula. It's just the way of doing it. Ghostbusters 2 didn't do it that well. This is a really good movie that's desperately trying to get out, and it's surrounded by a lot of studio interference, making sure that they have to have this and they have to have that, like just to make sure that this isn't as extreme as we want it to be, as we wanted the original Ghostbusters to be, because we want it to be hip and modern in the new Ghostbusters, and like the brand new Ghostbusters. I think the best way that they could do that actually worked was giving them new equipment, saying that they're not being very conspicuous with the equipment they have. With that said, I enjoy the new weapons.
The new weapons were actually fun.
Yeah, they have grenades, and they have this like ghost sucking machine thing that like sucks.
Yeah,
in
it
the
basically
chipper.
turns them in.
The
Yeah,
wood chipper.
it's the
It's a
wood
wood
chipper
chipper.
for ghosts. Is really fun. They had, I mean,
And there's also a Swiss Army knife that comes
One
into
thing-
play. I'm not gonna say how, but it's funny.
A ghost Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
yeah, totally a good Swiss Army knife. Overall, I mean, this movie wasn't bad.
No.
I wasn't like cringing. It was.
It doesn't deserve the hate that it's gotten before people have even seen it.
Yeah, I'll just say that. Like, it shouldn't be the most disliked trailer on YouTube. That should be for Jack and Joel. But I guess for my rating, like I gave Ghostbusters 2 a low wave. I would probably give this sort of just a hey there sort of wave. It's like, yeah, it's there. I'm not gonna buy it. You know, I probably wouldn't even watch it again. But you know, I'm glad I watched it just to say it's like, hey, I've watched it. Here's what I think about it.
I would give it a hey there wave. It's more of a mixed review. On my blog, Smith's Verdict, I'm going to write a review about this, and I'm going to give it 2.5 stars out of 4. It's a mixed review for me. I did love the climax when they're all fighting all different ghosts in the same
Yeah,
time
the
on
climax
street.
was a lot of
That
fun.
was a lot of fun.
Kate McKinnon had some pretty awesome skills. You'll just have to watch it.
I can tell she's having a ball in this movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about you?
She's the best thing about that movie.
So, what would you rate the movie as?
Me?
Yeah.
I liked it. I had a lot of fun watching the movie. I did see that.
Out of 1 to 5, what would you give it?
1 to 5, I would. Can I use your rating system?
Yeah, if you can.
I would go up to Kate McKinnon and ask for her phone number. That's my rating system.
All right.
Kate, baby, hit me up.
Okay, so we have
Kate McKinnon's not gonna
So we have a phone number and we have
a
two waves.
2 hey there waves.
But yeah, that's our take on Ghostbusters. I would at least say, you know, just watch it and you decide what you think of the movie. Thanks for watching. You can look at Tanner's review of Ghostbusters at smithsverdict.com. You can look at my review, The Scoop with B. Coop. I'll put that in the description. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. This is Brian.
Tanner? The guy that eats popcorn the whole review.
And the guy that eats popcorn, aka Jake. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.